Salvete omnes, this is I'm Emilia, also known as TheMartianGeek. In the last episode, we did quite a lot in World 3. We went underwater, where we found a bunch of bloopers and some very hungry fish. We also participated in a tilting mushroom rodeo, climbed up a lot of fences, explored our first ghost house, and even made it to the castle of World 3. And yet, despite all that, we're only a bit over halfway finished with the world. Besides the numbered levels, World 3 also has 3 lettered levels, 3A, 3B, and 3C. And those are what we will be doing immediately. Now, you might be thinking, it's a beach world, right? So where the heck are all the beach levels? We haven't seen one yet. Yeah, well, 3A will remedy that. 3A is also easy enough to get to. You just have to pay 5 coins to get through there, or 5 star coins. And 3A is the first real, honest-to-goodness beach level. And it inexplicably uses the athletic level music. Why they made that decision, I don't know, but here it is. And I'm going to keep my blue shell power up, even though it's going to be absolutely useless in this level. These are Skeeters. I think they also showed up in Super Mario 64 first. They basically skate across the surface of the water. And these of this kind actually drops bombs on you as well. And they move back and forth across the surface like that. And you might notice they can't go through walls, so these two are just kind of stuck there. It seems to be fairly random how far and in which direction they'll move. Like, they don't always immediately aim for you. Sometimes over or undershoot. They're not too much of a problem, but don't underestimate them. Might be useful to take all of them out before going underwater. We also have these platforms. 3 platforms that spin together, that spin around simultaneously. And inexplicably, this is the only level they ever show up in. Not really sure why that is. I know there is something similar in Super Mario World, and there is in fact something similar in Yoshi's Island as well, though that one had 4 platforms. But they appeared with a lot more frequency. Get rid of these. Actually, let's leave that one alive just because we see those dotted line blocks. We know when those are around, there's a red switch somewhere. And this Skeeter can't do anything now that I've boxed him in with those blocks. There's a midway point. There's a multi-coin block, and you know what? Mr. Koopa Shell, I am sorry, but you're too slow at getting those coins out. And we're just gonna leave the shell there. Or despawn it. Now this Skeeter, you actually want to blow stuff up with his bomb. Or bombs. Because that star coin is trapped behind some blocks, and there's not really another way to get to it. I don't think you can swim under. I guess it would be worth trying, but that's not the way you're supposed to do it. Over here we find some more Koopas. And there's a question mark block, but before we get that, let's take these guys out and get that star coin. In this block we find a mini mushroom. Haven't seen one of those in a while, and unfortunately we actually have to take this if we want all the star coins. Mini Mario can still swim. He'll sink in water if you leave him on it for a little bit of time. Oh, the mini mushroom. It's worth noting that if you're mini and you're on a barrel, the barrel won't sink into the water. Yeah, so 3A is another level that you could do if you need a mini mushroom, aside from 1-4. But quite frankly, there's no real reason to. It's doable, but 3A takes a lot longer to get through than 1-4 does, and is a bit more difficult in the bargain. I don't think there's actually anything worthwhile down here, but nope. Yeah, I need to stay mini, so I can't take that. Whoa, get out of my way. Small hitboxes, yay! Okay, now this pipe we do need to go in. And this is why we had to take the mini mushroom, because in here is the other star coin. We also get to see one possible hazard with this level, which is running out of time. I don't know why, but I seem to take a while to do this level, and pretty much always hear the time running out sound effect, and that sucked! Ah, well, at least the mini mushroom is after the midway point. Okay, well, at least we know we don't need to go down that one pipe. Yeah, smash everything. Smash everything, my Skeeter. Didn't mean to jump on him like that. Oh well, doesn't matter that I got hit, because I'm gonna be mini in a minute anyway. Seriously, I should, like, make a list of all the times in this game you use the mini mushroom for something. All the star coins, all the secret exits. It would be heartbreaking. Okay, let's not die this time. I don't think there's anything worth getting in the water, but... yeah, there is nothing worth getting in the water. Just some coins. Fortunately, you're safe from the Skeeters in this left section here. Oh. And here's the end. Mini Mushroom also does not, or Mini Mario does also not cause donut lifts to fall. You'd think that would be useful, but it really isn't. That much. Donut lifts aren't terribly threatening obstacles in the first place. So, being easy to get to that level didn't accomplish a whole lot, just gave us an alternate route to 3-2. But now we get to the levels, well, now we get to 3B, and if you want to unlock 3B, you would have had to have gotten the secret exit from 3-2. Fortunately, I did. 3B is another athletic one, like an actual athletic level this time, not just one with the music. And its theme is basically pipes and piranha plants. Lots of pipes, lots of plants. And you cheater! You weren't supposed to come out while I was next to you. Of course, the problem with levels with lots of pipes is you have to check pretty much every one of them. I don't remember off the top of my head which pipes you can go in. Well, I don't think they do anything too jerkish with the pipes. I do recall there being at least one that you did need to be mini to go in, but... Fire Flower would be useful here, and yes, I realize I skipped that start point. That's because to get that, you need to go into another pipe. Hey, do I get another blue shell? I do! Timing! Not that it's going to be terribly useful in this level here. Honestly, I don't know why I keep taking the blue shells. They seem to hurt me more than they help me. But I like them! I'll never get to use them if I ever do an LP of any of the other new Super Mario Bros. Games, so... I figure why not take advantage, I guess. You know what this reminds me of? World 7 in Super Mario Bros. 3. Except a lot easier. I'll jump up there to get that star coin. I think you also probably could... well, no, that way would definitely be easier. Should I go for the Fire Flower? When has safety ever been the most fun option? Well, I should have gone for the Fire Flower. And that is why you need to be careful with the blue shell.
Here I go.
Well, I won't have it now. And the midway point triggered just before I got that star coin, but it's easy enough to get again. Okay, no more shell shenanigans. Should I check this pipe? Yes, I should. There's the third star coin. And that was bad timing. The stage doesn't have a secret... whoa, exit. Too close. Yeah, that's it. This stage is over. It doesn't have a secret exit, so... oh hey, I got the bonus for double digits. 5 fireworks. And I believe that gets me a 1-up house? Or is it an item house? Yep, 1-up. On to 3C, which is in fact another beach level. And guess who we get to see returning? It's the fish again! You know what, Buster? Or ma'am, or whatever. I'm sorry, but after dealing with those Chomp Cheeps in 3-1, you're just not that scary. Boss Bass, you are not. Chomp Cheep, you are not. Lungefish, even. You are not. This level is also, I believe, the only one to have these little falling log platforms. If you see a log that's a different... Oh, well, that was kind of even-steven there. If you see a log that's not supported by anything, and it's a different width than the others, then it's a very specific size. That one will fall. Also have some jumping fish there. Oh, speaking of fish. Boy, I wish I had a shell or fire flower right now, but fortunately, that Stark one's not too hard to get because of wall jumps. You know, I have to wonder just how differently the new Super Mario Bros. Games would play without any wall jumps. Yeah, I took the hit, but I have to hurry here because I need to jump on a fish really quickly. Yeah, that's it.
Here I go.
This level, actually I can't remember for sure if it's the secret exit or the third star coin we need, but it's something. So, and you have to be quick about it. And if I remember correctly, it even requires a second trip through the level to get everything. Wow, I am not remembering this game as well as I should. Okay, can I swim? Okay, no more fishy. Now, once you hit that P-switch, run like the wind, because you need that P-switch to get into that pipe. Okay, it is just a star coin. I wasn't sure, I couldn't remember if this had a secret exit or not. And how exactly you're supposed to hit the top of that flagpole is anyone's guess.
That's so nice.
I'm probably thinking of another level in another game that actually did have a secret exit that had a similar setup. I guess there'd be nowhere to put a secret exit on this level anyway. So, now that we've finished both the upper path and the lower path to the castle, it's time to actually do this castle. World 3 Castle. And it's in the water world, so naturally we have water in the castle. We also have the return of these gigantic spike pillar things. I believe somebody compared them to cucumbers. I never thought about that, but maybe. And unlike in Super Mario World, where they first showed up, you don't need an entirely separate background layer for them. Get in here, get this star coin, and don't get out just yet, unless you want to be smashed by a giant spike. Now we have donut lifts. And quick waypoint. Whomps! That's what these guys are. And I think they also showed up in Super Mario 64 first. Now you might be tempted to get that star coin by trying to jump off here, but that's not how you're supposed to go about it. It's neither the safest nor most effective way. What you want to do is go up here. Also, first appearance, I believe, of this climbing pole. It's kind of like a vine, except you can slide down it, and the climbing physics don't seem quite the same. Big Whomp. Whoa. Should not have taken that risk, but fortunately the thing didn't hit me, so... Run, 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 run. Actually, you don't really have to run there if you're careful, but... Oh, I need a shell. Actually, can I get up there with that one? I think I can. I'd always thought you needed a blue shell to get that star coin, but you actually don't. You just need to be very careful with your timing. And that was not careful enough. Come on, Spike, just waiting for you. You are not in love with rarity. You are the mean kind of Spike. I'm gonna take a hit, but I don't care. I got the star coin. Those things do not insta-kill you, so... Yeah, I could have been a bit more careful with it. Okay, so I took 2 hits. Well, Bowser Jr. is still pathetic, so... Actually, we're not fighting Bowser Jr. What am I talking about? boss isn't terribly hard, but it could be a problem being small. Meet Cheepskipper. It's another fish. I told you it was a bad idea being small. That was careless. Okay, let's do half the castle over again and not die this time. I think the Whomps are actually based off a Japanese mythological creature, the Nurikabe, I believe. Basically, an animate section of wall. And I'd never thought of doing that before, but that was kind of cool. See if I can do this quickly. At least this stage does give you plenty of power-ups, so that shouldn't be a problem. Ow! Right in the head. I've told you I don't really like the swimming physics in the new Super Mario Bros. Games, right? Well, I don't. They don't really feel as, I guess, precise as in, say, Super Mario World. And that's kind of sad that a Super Nintendo game outdoes a DS and Wii and 3DS and Wii U game as far as the physics go. I might even say the ones in Super Mario Bros. 3 are better. But that's neither here nor there. Time for a rematch with the big fish. Not dying operation in progress. Also the little fish. Sometimes it'll do that. And it's about as useful as you'd expect a fish being on dry land to be. Okay, is he gonna come across it? That was a bit unexpected, but I reacted in time. And we have the key to the next world. Bye-bye, fishy. There will not be any more fishies for a while. So, Bowser Jr. takes Princess Peach off to World 5? Game, I think you might have skipped one there. What happened to World 4? Well, what exactly happened to World 4 is that this game does a rather odd thing with its world layout and progression. And that is something we'll get to next time. There is, in fact, a World 4, obviously. And we will be going to it in the next episode. So, I will see you then.